Hey everybody.
Hi, I'm Jean-Luc.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Andrea.
And we're the WW Gays.
I need to practice that.
Yes.
You will. You'll get it eventually. This is like video 2, so you know.
This is fair.
And
this is fair.
She's gonna be back a few times.
Yes.
I have a feeling.
Yes. So today we're here with Andrea to actually interview her because she'll be writing blogs on our site soon. Actually, after this video goes up, we will be releasing her first blog, introducing her, so there'll be more detail.
So excited.
So,
Did we decide what your blog name yet was?
I think it was
Drea's Veggies and Tips. I love it.
Drea.
Drea's Veggies and Tips?
Drea's
Because
Veggies
it sounds
and
like
Tips.
veggies and dip.
Yeah.
And you are vegetarian.
Yes, that is correct.
So this
Why don't we start with that?
Yeah.
Why don't we start with, so how come you become a vegetarian? Why did you become a vegetarian?
Okay, so I've been a vegetarian on a few separate occasions throughout my life. Through university and stuff like that, I was a vegetarian then, and mostly it was just a personal choice at that point. I'd had a really bad experience with seafood that set me off for a bit. And then I started eating fish and chicken again when I started teaching. And then about 3 or 4 years ago, my wife and I decided that we wanted to try and be vegetarian for New Year's. It was our New Year's resolution.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't like it was going to be a long-term thing?
No, we were only going to do it for like a month or
if
two.
it worked.
Yeah. Now, she was already a vegetarian who ate seafood.
Okay.
Okay. And then I was someone who ate chicken and seafood.
Okay.
And occasionally pork. So anyway, point being, we decided to do this for like a month or two, and then we got to the end of it and we were like, you know what, we feel amazing.
That's exactly what we did.
Funny.
Yeah.
With the
Yeah.
meat thing.
Yeah, so it was like,
so
like
funny.
my skin was clearer. I felt
Digestively,
digestively
everything.
things were better. I felt like I glowed a little
And
bit.
did you feel like you missed anything, though? Were you feeling like you were missing anything?
No.
Do you miss stuff now? Like, you sometimes say, oh, I wish I could have a piece of bacon or like.
No.
Because I know we don't mean, like,
No.
we don't feel like that about beef, and people ask
No.
us. So I'm just wondering if you feel that way.
No. Occasionally I miss seafood.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so part of our agreement to be vegetarians is that when we travel,
Oh, okay.
we will
Oh my God!
consume seafood. So I miss seafood, and
I'm blocking Saba from getting underneath the couch. Sorry.
Okay. I miss seafood
So you didn't
sometimes,
have
but we
seafood
still
when you
get to have them.
traveled?
No, we did.
You did. Okay,
That's what I
good.
mean.
So you got your
we did.
fix.
We did, but I don't miss it.
That's so funny. That's
right.
like our Starbucks.
Yes.
That's so.
Yeah.
Your seafood, our Starbucks.
Yeah.
We have similar rules. That's
I think
cool.
that's what you have to do, though. So, okay, so now let's go back to...
Well, how long have you been a WW member?
Yeah,
Because...
Well, it turns out that my 2-year WW, since starting this last journey, my 2-year anniversary is on April 1st.
Okay, but you're a repeat offender then.
I am.
How many
So
times?
how many times?
This was my 3rd time
Oh wow.
trying WW.
Okay, and you've made how far have you come?
How have your journeys gone?
So in all 3 of my journeys, I was successful in
wow.
that I either almost got to my
You're
goal
better
weight.
than us.
Wow.
You're better than
Yeah.
us.
Almost got to my goal weight, and the second time around, I actually did become a lifetime member at that point. I gained, again, it just didn't stick. Like, I slipped back into old habits, and I gained all the weight back, plus a little bit. And so on April 1st of 2017, I walked back into the studio when I realized that...
And you didn't even run into us.
That's so good because she was going to the earlier.
I was a little earlier, yeah. And I was, we were having troubles sleeping because I was snoring so much. My wife was having trouble with earplugs. I would maybe have to go sleep in another bedroom. Like, it was not cool. I was going to Europe that summer.
I do remember you mentioning
yeah,
that.
so I wanted to make sure that my that I wasn't like exhausted, because it was going to be in the summer and we were going to be in the Mediterranean and climbing up lots of stairs and stuff like that. And I wanted to fit in my wedding ring again.
So did you do this alone or did you do this with your wife?
So I started on my own, and then my wife started probably about 6 to 8 months later.
So were you the one, I'm asking all these questions, I'm sorry, but were you the one that
Convinced her?
did she see your journey and said, oh wait a minute, here, I want to kind of do this. That's awesome. That
And,
is so
and
cool.
did you find it was easier when you were doing it together or when you were doing it apart?
Yeah.
No, much easier. Actually, the hardest part was the same thing that you guys were having, where when I was on maintenance
Yeah.
and she was still in weight loss mode.
Yeah.
It was tricky. So
Yeah, that is a tricky
and
part.
we're still dealing with that right now. Although I'm in weight loss mode right now because I just got back from a vacation.
And she still looks fabulous.
So,
though.
part of being a lifetime member at maintenance is that you need to, pay attention to the way the scale wobbles up and down. And so
I honestly find that now that I've done both, and staying in this mode as far as maintenance is harder than
I don't know
losing
yet.
away.
Yeah.
It's harder because you don't want to go up, and it's easier to go up than it is to go down because now you don't want to go down too much anymore. So look, we got visits.
Anyway, so I lost. So I started April 1st of 2017.
What was your
By the time I went to Europe, I was down 30 pounds.
Cool.
Start weight was 225.
Wow, I couldn't even picture you at that.
I see pictures. It doesn't feel like we've only known her this size, so for us to see her bigger is weird. Just like when she sees pictures of us bigger.
You sent those pictures to us about your blog, and I'm like, that's not you. Like, I did not even look like you at all.
And I guess it's the same thing.
Well, and you'll see some on the blog because we're going to post a few before and afters. So by Europe, I was down 30 and had the time of my life.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was so wonderful to have. By that point, I had really seen the benefits of it. I had so much more increased energy.
The water.
Switch
Kool-Aid.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it was really hot, but I was able to cope with it, and so I kept going. And it took me until June of 2018 to reach the weight that I wanted to be at.
So how much weight did you lose in total?
65.
That's awesome. That's mind blowing.
Since June, you've been.
Since June, I've maintained that plus or minus a few pounds.
Well, of course. That's maintenance.
That's what maintenance is.
Maintenance is finally
constant
adjust,
fine tuning, and
realizing when you're like, oh, I'm a little too far.
We know this because we feel the same way. Because sometimes we'll have a week where we don't go to the gym this week, just like this week right now. And
I keep telling them about it.
It's been a busy couple.
Every time I emailed them at the bottom,
every time,
I love you guys. Go to the gym.
It's because she misses us in class with her.
We
miss you too. We do miss our classes.
Actually, when we come back from the cruise, we're going to be going that morning.
Yes.
Yeah, before Brampton, our Brampton
tour stop. You should come into Brampton at 10:30 with us. Nick weighs in for at 10. Nick weighs in for lifetime.
What day is that?
It's on April 13th.
Okay. After this video is over, we will look.
We'll talk about that. Sorry,
check the
I keep forgetting we're on video.
This is a recording, guys.
We're just having a chat.
This is a live recording.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So now, what do you think would be if you were to give someone a tip that's on WW as a vegetarian? Is there any tips?
What was your biggest tip? Your biggest tip.
Protein.
Listen, and how do you find protein?
So as a vegetarian, there are, especially under the new freestyle program, because prior to that, beans were very high point. But as my second blog post
I was going to say, I just remember reading that blog.
That's kind of why I was bringing it in.
As my second blog post will tell you, beans are
beans.
Research proven
Did I say that?
to help with the maintenance and reduction of weight because they're packed with lots of fiber and protein.
Well,
and
I was
keep you
impressed.
Satisfied. So I'm a big beanaholic. So.
I don't want to go too much into that blog because it was amazing. Because when I read it, I was just impressed with all of the amount of like antioxidants that you were talking about and how much it fights different diseases. And so I was like, I should be eating more beans.
You should be.
I wish.
And so I would say that and tofu. And other
which was really good
different soy products.
Yeah, your tofu really convinced us that we could do tofu sometimes.
Yeah,
completely.
And if you are a vegetarian who eats dairy or eggs, then I would say Greek yogurt, the 0 point Greek yogurt, and eggs.
You eat Greek yogurt still? Right?
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
And
eat eggs. I eat eggs and I
Okay.
eat Greek yogurt. I'm not a huge fan of milk.
We don't drink milk.
But I usually I make myself a latte every morning and I use unsweetened soy milk.
Yeah, and we use cashew milk.
Yeah.
It's funny how it's funny how you got rid of certain things along the way.
But I think that's part of the journey. And it's so funny that when you finally see other people that have embraced the same mentality and the lifestyle, that becomes the commonality, I think, in that sense, right? Yeah. My question for you, wiggle. My question for you is also about the fact that, you know what, we brought, I'm going to say it, Andrea, right?
You
Andrea.
did! Yay!
Andrea. Because I've been saying it wrong, but I've been practicing.
Because he's French.
No, not only that, you know what?
No, we've actually been practicing.
We've been practicing?
Oh.
Because I wanted to call you.
Because we hate when you call our names wrong.
I don't want my name to be
I would never get your name
Well,
wrong.
I know, that's the weird part. Although, no, I get called Jean-Luc. And that annoys me.
He was called Jean and Lucy once.
Jean and Lucy once. Can Jean and Lucy come to the it's your turn to sing.
Jean and Lucy.
And I'm like, at the time I was like, I'm big enough for two, but I'm only one. You know, because I was. But my question was, you being, one of the reasons why we brought Andrea in as well was because a female perspective of
we're two guys.
WW.
Yeah.
Like,
And we have a lot of female followers.
Mostly female followers.
Yeah, mostly.
And
That's
they
WW.
And they look at what we're doing. And yeah, our tips work, and they work well for men, and it probably work for women too.
But the thing is the weight loss is going to be different.
Yes.
And the journey is different.
It is. It's very different. I mean, there are unique pressures that men on WW versus women on WW face. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. My third blog post. See, I'm already playing.
I love this. I'm so excited that you love your.
Yeah.
When
we're not good writers.
It's a bit of a distraction from work.
She's a fantastic writer, by the way, too.
Yeah,
you are.
Okay, don't overstate that.
Okay, she's a fantastic. I was gonna say she's a very good writer.
Okay,
she writes way better than I do.
Fine. So my third blog post is going to be about mindset and just sort of understanding how important it is that we take care of this. Because
Amen.
because I'll talk about this in my blog, but someone said to me that a lot of the reasons why we gain the weight back is because we don't fix what's up here.
And you know what's funny?
And so I'm going to talk about that.
Oh, what's funny?
Oh
my god!
So many
because
right now.
we've been saying that on our tour stops all the time. Like something switched this time that made us realize.
It finally made us realize that the mind and the heart have to change before your body will even change.
Your body won't. Your body won't respond.
You have to want it.
Yeah.
And
so
I think it
feels very different this time.
Yeah, same here.
Same
here.
This is forever.
And it's about honestly the number on the scale has so little to do. It's the smallest part.
We couldn't have asked for a better person, and this is hilarious because we've not really we talked about any of this. So the fact that you're saying everything that we're saying right now really makes me so happy.
We're gonna get married, guys.
I know we are.
I don't know what my wife is gonna do.
I don't know.
Maybe the four of us will get married.
Lisa might get jealous.
Oh, the five
that's
of us
true.
then.
We have so
many
people.
Whoa. This is not legal in the state of Ontario. The province of Ontario. I've only lived in Canada my entire life.
I'm ditto.
Oops. Anyway, so it's really, really nice to meet you guys.
It's great.
Yeah. And actually, I did want to talk about that. So how did we all meet?
Yeah, that's a great story. But I think we talked about it last time.
I do talk about it in my blog a little bit. But
it hasn't been a year yet.
It was, almost.
It's coming up, and we said we're going to get a Facebook notification.
It was love at first sight, guys.
It was.
The first time we met each other was at an 8:30 a.m. body attack class.
Which
we went to Alex.
Yes.
Alex!
And Ashley.
Alex and Ashley, best body attack instructors
ever.
Yeah. And we were, and I kind of I'd been doing some step classes and things like that, and I was like, okay, I remember that I really liked body attack.
I walked
in, and there was these two exuberant, fantastic boys who were overweight.
We were,
but they'd already lost a lot of weight by that point. But they were still, they were chubby, and but they had the most energizing spirit. They lifted the whole class up. And they were quite obviously gay.
We were?
And
who's gay?
I'm shocked.
And so I was like, these guys are amazing. If they're at the next class, I'm coming back to this class, and if they're there, I'm going to meet them.
That was literally your first class.
And of course, you guys, and of course,
I remember seeing
you guys. What were you thinking?
Well, right away.
Well, we both saw you, and we're like, we have this expression where we go, boom. Boom! Bing. We're basically our gay dar goes off.
I remember making eye contact with you specifically that first day, and we both locked eyes, but we didn't know what to say yet. You know what I mean? It was like kind of, it was like that. It was like, I know.
It was like that nonchalant nod.
We couldn't make it obvious the first day, right? And then the second time, when we walked into the class again, we I think it was like magnets, and we were like, yeah, I know your family. You know what I mean? And then I even said this, and I'm going to be honest, I said, we've always wanted a lesbian.
And you got her.
And, well, we got more than just that. We got an amazing friend out of this. So
totally, So then we met. So then the next meeting around, we started chatting, and I can't remember if the fact that we were gay came up first, or the fact that we were WW came up first.
I don't know if it was
WW.
I feel like it was gay, and then it was WW.
I think it was WW. It was gay, and then WW too, because the gay was like, okay, we're family.
Yeah.
Right?
And we spent 45 minutes after the class talking to each other. No, well, not that long, because you had to go to your meeting, but it felt like 45 minutes.
Well, and then every single class after that, we've been talking, and she's been part of our journey, and
Yeah.
we've been part of yours, which has been so cool.
It's been so good.
Yeah.
And we met Nicole as well, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
She's absolutely amazing and gorgeous, by the way. You have a beautiful wife.
She's trending right now on Connect.
Yes. Trending.
I am. Oh yeah, that's true. So
Yeah.
Connect. If you are on Connect right now,
Which is
you'll
today's
see-
date. Let's give today's date.
sorry, yes.
March 22nd. So yesterday. We're airing this Saturday, March
There you go.
23rd. It was yesterday.
My Connect ID is DREA_LUKS_GOOD.
Oh,
So,
she sure does.
Drea looks good.
Drea looks good.
Yeah.
It's like Drea's Veggies and Tips.
Yes. So, and if you search the hashtag WWGays, my posts will come up because I've been tagging myself
Yeah.
within the last little while.
Thank you.
So,
She's branding herself.
that's me.
I love it.
that's me.
So
right.
thank you so much for doing
find
the
me.
review.
No problem. Oh, also my Insta is the same
Oh.
thing, at Drea Looks Good.
Yes.
So,
So thank you so much for doing the review. Thank you for
no
doing the vlog.
problem. No
It's like,
problem.
we asked her like, what if she says no? So
But how
Yeah.
could I possibly say no?
And it's
This
so
is-
funny, and it's really interesting. One little thing I want to talk about is I love the fact that, and we're not trying to exclude anybody who's not part of the queer family or the
Yeah.
LGBTQ+.
No, of course
But
not.
it's
Oh my
very
gosh,
cool
no.
for us being part of WW and finding people who are part of our culture, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Who are part of this.
yeah,
this-
because I'm pretty sure all three of us come somewhat from a background where, especially me and Jean-Luc come from a background that we were bullied a lot for being gay, a lot, and so being in a point where now we're in a place where people accept us for who we are, and people love, like, people embracing our channel, and now embracing.
and we
embrace
want
all
other
of us.
people to embrace the
Other
LGBTQ.
yes, all of us.
Yeah, all of us.
We're all part of this
Right
coming
now.
together.
And we love the fact that all of our followers and everything like that have actually embraced us and
Yeah.
just want
Yeah.
them to embrace you just as much.
Yeah, and I think the fact that the picture of me and my beautiful wife is trending on Connect
That's
right now
amazing.
is, I have to say, that is really,
Yeah.
it's really amazing
Aw.
to feel that level of acceptance from the
I feel
community.
the love.
Yeah. So thank you, Connect,
You
for
go Connect.
Thank you,
for
WW
supporting
family.
my relationship.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Or at least just liking my picture because it is a really awesome picture.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I saw it. I already
I
liked
have
it.
to go look at it because I haven't seen it yet.
Oh well,
Get on Connect.
stay tuned. We're gonna look. later.
Connect, we're gonna go check it out.
Yeah. Okay.
So thanks for
So-
watching. If you want to subscribe, just hit the subscribe button below.
Yep.
And you can also hit the bell to be notified when we post new videos. You can find us on all social media using hashtag WWGays.
You can check out our website, www.gays.com.
And on the website right now, after we post this video, probably in the next maybe half hour, first blog will be up. And then another one coming up soon too. So keep watching, keep reading, keep coming. We're always going to be releasing new stuff. We love doing this stuff. We love doing it for you guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next
And
time.
don't forget to visit Keiko's. You guys got both of them tonight. That's fantastic.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.